You can't play a game of chess until you learn how to set up the pieces. I cannot tell you in how many movies and TV shows they're set up wrong, but after my video today, you'll never get it wrong. First things first, the blank chessboard. The white pieces always go on ranks number 1 and 2, whereas black's pieces all start on ranks number 7 and 8. Don't forget, rank is the word we use for a side-to-side row. Some chessboards will not have numbers and letters, and if that's the case, the one thing to keep in mind is that the bottom right square should be white. Bottom right is white, bottom right is light. Either way you say it, it rhymes. The bottom right color for white is a light square, and if you can picture a player playing black, his or her bottom right would actually be this square if somebody's hanging upside down playing the black side. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, let's start with the pawn. That's the easiest because all the white pawns begin on rank number 2. And even if you didn't have a 2 there, you would know not to put the pawns on the first rank, but to put the pawns on the rank above the one closest to you. Now, let's go from the corners to the center when it comes to your back rank. The corners are the rooks, and they're magically going to appear on the corners. And then next to the rook comes the knight. Pretty easy. Next to the knight comes the bishop. Of course, you'll get one bishop on a light square, one bishop on a dark square. And then finally, these two center squares. And what we always say in chess is that the queen's shoes match her dress. And ladies, if you're wearing a white dress, you have to wear white shoes. So white queen goes on a light square, and the king, of course, goes next to his queen. And then we just repeat the process for black. Black's pawns go on rank number 7, which would be the second from his or her perspective. And then once we put the pawns on the chessboard, we put the rooks in the corner. We put the knights next to the rooks. And after the knights, we put the bishops. Again, one on a dark square, one on a light square. And because black's queen is wearing a dark color dress, she has to wear dark color shoes. Notice the queens should line up. And if you set the board up correctly, that should be the D file. And the king goes right next to the queen. There you have it. That's exactly how to set up a chessboard. And the next time you're watching a TV show or a movie, look really carefully and make sure they got it right in Hollywood.